Welcome, it's the RC Renegade here. Today we are installing a new drive link on the Traxxas Revo 1/8 scale RC car. I was driving my Revo the other day and this drive axle flew out of the car, and what happened, this Traxxas 8651 pin assembly piece came apart. It just came missing, and that is what caused this drive axle to fly off. Here is our drive shaft, and you can see on the end here this pin. So here's the part 8651, and all that is just this pin with this that fits in this piece here. And so this goes into the end of this drive axle here. And when I was driving it, it came flying out of the car. So here is this assembly that just slides into the drive axle like so. And then once this piece is in, we just take this pin and it slides inside of this drive axle assembly. If I can get it lined up here. There we go. So then this pin just swivels and sits inside the end of this axle. And so we'll have to take this and reinstall it onto the vehicle. It's kind of hard to film like the small details of how this fits together when I'm putting the car together. So I thought I would show you now so that then when I do it, you'll see what's going on. But anyway, let's get into it. This piece is just fighting me to line up. So what I did, a little trick, is I took this Crayola straw here that is for the lubricant, and I just inserted it through the whole assembly. So that will help line this up, and then I can insert the pin as I slowly remove this piece. So that's what I'm gonna try. Sometimes you just have to work with it to get things to fit back together. what I try, this assembly and this piece is just not lining up. So I'm gonna have to remove this end assembly here. So then that'll allow me to get at the proper piece. So it's not great, but it's just one of those things. So let's get into it. So now we're getting somewhere. I think I found a problem. I don't know if they installed the right piece. Maybe a wrong piece was installed originally. This is the OEM pin that goes in this piece here that holds this drive shaft on. And the opposite end of the side, this piece is too big to fit through this hole. You can see this pin should fit in here, and then this whole piece will slide back in. Well, no matter how much I try, this pin will not slide through like the hole on the left-hand side here on this side. And to prove it, I took this pin out and tried to insert it the other way, and it just doesn't fit. So what I need to do, I need to drill that pin out, that hole just a teeny tiny bit to let that pin slide through. Once I can get this pin to slide through, then we can get this thing back together. So someone has modified this truck in the past, and I don't know if this piece here is the wrong part or what, but there's something suspicious going on here. So I'm gonna have to dig deeper into this. This is turning into more of a headache than I thought it would, but we'll get it back together and we'll get it working here in a minute. my goodness, guys. Finally, after a lot of meticulous drilling, I was able to get both sides to fit. So here's the pin. Here's the terrible pin that has caused us so many problems. And here's this piece. And you can see that it will insert into the hole and it'll fit through so that both of these ends are flush. I mean, this was not installed correctly in the first place, which is why this thing came out. So I don't know what the heck is going on around here, but the RC Renegade will fix things and I'll get it back together. So now that we have this piece that'll fit, let's get the rest of this all put back together and we can get this project behind us. took a lot more effort than I thought it would, and a lot more hassle just to get everything back together, but we finally got the new drive link installed, and everything looks good. You know, that's just part of the hobby, is sometimes you run into things that you don't expect, and this was an example of that. But at the end of the day, we got the job done, and everything is back together, and this truck is ready to go. So, as always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more videos.